I don't even care that I'm tired right now. Staying up as late as I did, trying to process everything I just watched, and in the end, just smiling at everything I was watching. I gotta say, I can't complain. I'll get into more of that momentarily. So honestly, actually, considering the manga chapter I just read yesterday, and hopefully some of you guys are reading too, actually watching this made me feel a lot better. Seriously, I'm looking at that one panel from. I'm thinking of that one panel from yesterday. I'm just thinking, ouch. That and plus Kazuki Oden is a grown man. Good morning and happy Tuesday, everybody. Yes. Yesterday was America's Got Talent, the Champions finale. Now, whenever they do a finale on Got Talent, there really are no new acts to do. It's really more of, I guess you could say it's kind of a variety show. I mean, a very, very, very good variety show. How good was it? The show opened with a performance from Kiss. And keep in mind, they're on their farewell tour right now. Yes, this is the final tour they're ever going to do. So, I mean, I've never seen Kiss on, I've never seen Kiss perform in real life. In fact, I don't know that many of their songs. I mean, yeah, I know Rock and Roll All Night and Party Every Day. But honestly, my favorite Kiss song is Detroit Rock City. If you've seen the movie Role Models, you know why that is. Love Gun is also a pretty good song, too. Yeah. So, actually, I know that song from Role Models, too. Oh. Basically, if you're a Kiss fan, I would recommend you watch the movie Role Models. Kind of hard to go wrong with Role Models. Anyway, and you had performances, performances not just from, these guests, but they also teamed up with some of the actual finalists as well. There was like one act where a bunch of the finalists got together doing like their thing. That was really cool. This is a really good one too. Angelina Jordan, Tyler Butler Figueroa, and Ksenia Simonova, that sand artist from season 1 last year. I think, actually, let me look her up first. I believe she got, she got third. So, yeah, she was really cool. They did like a thing where she was doing sand art, and Tyler Butler Figueroa was playing the violin, and Angelina Jordan was like singing in the background. Oh, that was, seriously, that was very emotional. That was very good. Lindsey Sterling did something with silhouettes. Shin Lim, Colin Cloud, The Avengers of Magic. That was sweet. Holy cow. And a performance from last year's America's Got Talent champion, Cody Lee. Honestly, in terms of the acts that we got, you really couldn't complain. I had a wonderful time watching them. But it is now time to talk about the act that ended up winning. You know, I actually gave this a lot of thought as the weeks are going by, and I didn't really want to say this up until now. But, one thing I have been saying is, with a show like America's Got Talent, every act on here most deservedly earned the title of champion. And this show only validates that logic even further. So when it comes to picking a winner, I never really actively think about who I would like to win. Seeing as how, again, they're already either champions or they came really close to winning, and Regardless, I mean, when you come that close to winning, you can stand tall for that. In the end, any single one of these acts could have won it all. And, actually, there's no and. I thought I had something to say there, but I didn't. However, as time did go on, there were several acts I really was leaning towards. And when it's finally broken down to the very end, the 5 acts I wanted to make the top 5 made the top 5. The 3 acts I wanted to see in the top 3 made the top 3. The acts that I wanted to see be in the top 2 were in the top 2. And the act I wanted to win won. Let's break it down, shall we? So, the top 5 ended up being, in order from 5th to who ended up winning, the Sandow Trio Russian Bar, which, I mean, they say 3's a crowd, but no, 3 was the right number, because those guys are awesome. In 4th place, the falsetto singer, Marcelino Pomoy. I mean, that man is a great voice is, but let's be honest, his range is even greater than mine before I hit puberty. Seriously, I cannot tell you how often I was made fun of for my voice. But now we get into the top 3, aka, as I just said, the 3 acts I wanted to see in the top 3. Starting in 3rd place, Tyler Butler Figueroa. Now, a part of me really did want, again, the acts I wanted to see in the top, when I say that these are the acts I wanted to see make the top 3, really, I would be okay with any one of these acts winning. I wanted them all to win, but sadly, that's not how it works. What's so incredibly awesome about Tyler Butler Figueroa is, he got 3rd, but of these 3 acts, for the most part, he's the only kid there. And he made the top 3 in America's Got Talent, the Champions. If you think we hit his plateau, no. To say that he has a bright future ahead of him really is nothing short of an understatement. Naturally, I wish nothing but the best for Tyler Butler Figueroa. And, not that I lost any respect for the violin, but I have a newfound respect for it. So, yeah. It was sad seeing Tyler Butler Figueroa get 3rd, but again, these are the 3 acts I wanted to see make the top 3, and they made the top 3. Honestly, the only thing I could have asked for is, there is no 3, 2, 1. All 3 of them are winners. But sadly, that's not how it works. And now we get into the top 2. Duo Transcend was the group that got 2nd place. Now, I will be honest. When we kept narrowing it down from 5 to 1, I kept thinking that it was Tyler Butler Figueroa and Duo Transcend that was going to be next to go. But it wasn't. They both made the top 3. Honestly, to the 2 people of Duo Transcend, may I say, you guys were nothing less than incredible. I love that you do what you do to help support your son. Your son, not that anyone wouldn't predict this, but I have a feeling that your son is going to, as he gets older, he'll realize that his parents really were cool. Let's be honest, everyone thinks their parents are cool at some point, but, I don't think you're going to be as cool as making it as far as you did in America's Got Talent, the Champions. And again, the finals act that Duo Transcend had is easily the sexiest thing I've ever seen in my life. Quite possibly. Oh boy. And now we finally get to the winner, which was The Unbeatable. Rather unambiguous title when you think about it. Yes, The Unbeatable. One of the acts that made, I believe, the top 5 in America's Got Talent last year. They ended up winning, which I'm glad for them, because they are the dance group from India, where they don't really have a lot to live on. And all they did was band together, become a family in themselves, and, you know, they won. Needless to say, I mean, I'm extremely happy for them. I really am. I mean, it's hard to really be upset as to who actually ended up winning it all, because I wanted all 3 acts in the top 3 to make the top 3. And they did. So, yeah. I really don't have any complaints as to what ended up happening last night. It was great. I had a blast. I can't wait for summer to arrive and watch more America's Got Talent. And then we get into the beginning of 2021, and we can do the champions thing all over again. At least I hope we do. This is actually really good. I really like the format that they're going with this. It's different from the original America's Got Talent sort of style, in a good way. And I love it. Because I really love talking about this show. I really love talking about these in my videos. So, all that's left to do now is, well, for starters, wait for America's Got Talent to come back in the summer. I mean, if last year was any indication, I am going to be doing my thoughts on The Voice. But I'm probably only going to be doing the auditions just because, let's be honest, the auditions are the only entertaining thing about that show anyway. And I know I'm not alone on that. So, we'll see. It should be very interesting to see what happens moving forward. In the end, you know, I'm happy with what we got. This was honestly a very good show. A very good way to, you know, bring back the Got Talent format. To the awesome one himself, Terry Crews, may I just say, it is always a joy seeing you host this show. You are one of my all-time heroes. I hope that you, your wife, and your family are all doing very well. And actually, I can say the same thing about the judges as well. I hope you're all doing well too. And you know what? I'm not going to beat around the bush anymore. Will Ferrell is going to be the next guest on Hot Ones. Yes, the Will Ferrell. And I honestly don't know how I feel about this. On the one hand, it really does feel appropriate because, well, for starters, Will Ferrell has a movie coming out in theaters right now called Downhill, which I hear is not very good, which doesn't really surprise me. Will Ferrell really hasn't had very many good movies in all of the 2010s, with the exception of Anchorman 2 and the Lego Movie. So yeah, there's that. I'll put it to you this way, and I'm going to speak more about this as time goes on, before we get to the episode, of course. But Will Ferrell really does not have a very good track record of movies. He does not. It's better than the likes of, say, Adam Sandler, but it's not really saying much. I mean, Adam Sandler straight up didn't even try, outside of Uncut Gems. Will Ferrell really is capable of doing stuff. He just doesn't really do it because if you watch a lot of his movies, there's a lot of ad-libbing, a lot of the director not telling him to cut when he should. Yeah, but again, you don't want to hear that. Right now, all I can tell you is Will Ferrell's going to be the next guest on Hot Ones. America's Got Talent, the Champions finale was awesome, and I've completely forgotten about how painful being boiled in oil is. More on that later. Like, favorite, share, subscribe button, follow me on social media platforms, notifications on YouTube. I am very humble. I made this video for all of you guys to watch and enjoy for today. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful Tuesday. Remember, if you guys want to talk to Sherman's going to be here to lend the year. Always have your back. Take care and make good choices. See ya.